Who are you attracting, Cancer? That is the question we are going to answer with this reading today. It's October 2020, so this is going to be like a new love sort of reading for you. This is a brand new spread that I have created for you guys for October 2020, and it is going to be for my Cancers, and that will be Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Cancers who are single and just sort of interested in finding out what's coming up in your love life in the month ahead. Who and what are you attracting into your love life? So Cancer, I'm going to put a detailed overview of this spread in the box below. You already know I've got my spread here. I love being organized with very specific questions. So if you want to check that out, it will be in the box below. If you like this reading, please do hit the thumbs up and think about joining the Rosy tribe by subscribing. Also, check me out on Instagram if you have not already. And last but not least, before we dive into this, all of my lovely Cancers out there, if you are interested in learning how to read tarot yourself, so you don't have to always be relying on me and all of the other readers out on YouTube, do check out my brand new tarot course, which is 100% on demand. It's called Tarot for Transformation. I will put all of the details in the box below. But it's a great way to spend your time versus just watching endless amounts of YouTube readings. Why not, take a few weekends, take a few Saturdays, or whatever day of the week it is that you have off, and instead of mindlessly scrolling through YouTube and Instagram, teach yourself, learn how to read tarot for yourself so you can do your own readings and really tap into your own intuition. That is what my course is all about, so check it out. So without further ado, Cancer, let's dive into this. So who are you attracting? So what we're going to start with here, Cancer, is we're going to do a temperature check, okay? So we're going to check on, what's your vibe? So I am of the belief, Cancer, that we don't attract who we want. We attract who we are. So a whole lot about our love life has to do with us. So let's go ahead and start this off here, Cancer, with that temperature check. So what are Cancer's vibes? So where is Cancer currently at, October 2020? So what kind of vibes are my single Cancers out there? What is their current vibe? What sort of energy is Cancer in, October 2020? Okay, give me one more, please. Very interesting, Cancer. I don't hate it. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Devil, okay? So I definitely feel like that those of you out there that are going to resonate with this reading, because we've also got the Ten of Wands here, I do feel like you guys are kind of closing out a rather difficult chapter. And I do feel, though, you've made so much progress. And whatever you've gone through, whatever you've been through regarding your love life up until this point, there's a lot of clarity. Right in the middle here, we've got this Ace of Swords. And we've also got this Three of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. These are your other cards. So I feel like your vibes going into the month of October, you guys have realized your worth, number one, okay? Or at least you're starting to really wake up to that. What you're interested in is a relationship that is collaborative, that is equal, equal give and take. What you're interested in is finding somebody who is going to show up for you, somebody who is going to give as much as you are giving in the relationship. Also, it's very likely that something high on your priority list when it comes to love and sort of a new partner is someone that is fucking honest, right? Somebody that's going to tell the truth. Somebody that's not going to play games with you. Somebody that you know where you stand with them. So perhaps in the past, you've had quite the opposite. And I feel like, you have gone through a tough cycle, maybe had a few duds, had a few turds that you have had to deal with. And perhaps those situations have been quite the opposite of this. It's with this devil here. Oh my goodness. And right underneath that, we've got the King of Pentacles. For those of you out there that are, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, okay, take it as it resonates. I feel like perhaps in the past you have dealt with some rather controlling types of people, like in your love life. People who have been very stubborn and stuck in their ways, people where it's sort of been like my way or the highway, people who wanted to be like, wearing the pants, so to speak. And that is not what you're interested in any longer. That is what I'm sensing. I'm sensing you are now, you've had to overcome that, and it's been very tough. And what you're looking for now frankly, it's the vibe that you're in. So I love that. What that means, Cancer, is that, that is going to be, if you can sort of hold that vision, and remember your own worth and, learn from these past relationships that you've been in. And really, again, really just hold that vision for what you're looking for. That's precisely what you're going to be attracting into your life, which is exciting. Not somebody who is trying to be controlling, not somebody that you have to walk on fucking eggshells around, okay? No. Not somebody where you feel like if you say or do the wrong thing that they're gonna, throw the deuces on you. And I feel like in the past, that's what you've dealt with. And it's bullshit. And y'all are just over it. You're looking for somebody where there's clarity, there's truth, there's honesty. It's like teamwork. That's what I see here with this 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. This is a true partnership. And right underneath of that, I've got a note here. We've got this 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like a lot of you out there in Cancer Nation, the ones of you that are really going to resonate with this once again, you guys have done some work on yourself. Like there's been a transformational process that has occurred here recently. Perhaps you have been single for a little while. You have taken the time to really become stable and solid on your own. 9 of Pentacles. You've done a lot of work on yourself. You've once again realized your own worth. You're in those sorts of vibes. Do not allow yourself to, or anybody or anything, Cancer, to pull you back, back it towards the devil. Okay? That's the old story. The new story is this incredibly empowered version of you. This is who you are now, 9 of Pentacles. And I'm loving this so far. According to this, it really appears that, you are in the market for and really in this energy of being really ready to attract a true partner in crime, somebody that is going to give just as much as they take. There's going to be a lot of balance and true reciprocity. That is the type of vibes that you are sort of attracting and bringing towards yourself. Let me know in the comments if that resonates, but I love that. That's pretty fucking awesome. Woo! If I don't drop all the cards. Let's get a sip of coffee, guys. You'll love it. The mug I'm using today is one of my faves, which is I I don't sugarcoat. Mug. For those of you that are new to my channel, hi and welcome. I don't sugarcoat on this channel, so I'm always going to keep it 100 with you. That is one thing you can always count on with me. Just want to throw that out there. So what can Cancer expect? So what sorts of situations might Cancer really be attracting based on what we know here? What is October 2020 looking like for Cancer? Look at this, openness. I fucking love this. Exactly. What did I just say about that Ace of Swords vibe? What you're attracting towards you, like the type of person that you're attracting this month, Cancer, is someone that is just open. Somebody that's an open book. No fuckery, no games, okay? This is somebody that's going to be real with you. They're going to be like upfront with you about their intentions and sort of like what they're looking for. And, what I'm picking up intuitively is like this boundaries. That's what I keep hearing. Like perhaps some of you in the past have really struggled with setting healthy boundaries, and what you're attracting towards you is someone who knows how to set healthy boundaries in a relationship. And I feel like now that you have taken this time to sort of, step into your own power and do this work on yourself and become that 9 of Pentacles, you're finally ready to do the same thing. Like you're finally in a place, Cancer, where you can set a healthy boundary, and that's exactly the direction it looks that you're heading in. I mean, look at this. Bottom of the deck, true love. Right underneath of that, look at this. Tenderness. You can't make this shit up. I mean, this is a phenomenal reading. Oh my God. Cancer. And here's what I'm going to say. And I don't want to act like any one of these readings is better than the other, okay? Because we are all on a journey. And just because you're in a moment of struggle isn't bad inherently. But I think it's important to celebrate when the work has been done. And that is what I see here. Because let's be real. It's 2020, and the state of our society is not great, okay? We don't know how to do relationships very well. We fucking suck at it. Most relationships are simply like a product of just massive amounts of childhood programming and wounds that we have not sorted through, and we're just constantly projecting onto one another. There's mind games, there's codependency, there's just so much fuckery, okay? So to see this sort of vibe come through, that tells me that the group of you Cancers out there that are going to be drawn to click on this reading, y'all are in a different camp. You don't get this way by accident. This is the product of actually taking the time to do some real work on yourself. And so I want to take a second to really celebrate that. That's fucking awesome. And I also want to note that deck that I just pulled from, about 70% of the cards in that deck are, fairly, I don't want to say negative, but they're definitely more shadow side energies. So the fact that these 3 cards emerged, and they are 3 of the very few super positive themes, that's pretty significant to me. So yeah, what you're attracting into your life, this is the type of person, this is the type of relationship that you are drawing into you this month. Somebody that's open, somebody that is able and willing to be truly vulnerable with you. Look how beautiful this is. Somebody that this tenderness, Like this is like, oh, just a scrumptious energy. And this is true love. Because let's be clear, this sort of love can't really be achieved unless you've got two people that are in a good place themselves, as individuals. Two people that have worked on themselves, two people that love themselves, and that are like, that are sort of confident enough in themselves and sure enough of themselves and who they are to be able to show up in a relationship in a way that isn't toxic, where there's no codependency, there's not the same sorts of like control issues. And again, Cancer, I feel like you understand exactly what I'm talking about, because that's the exact same shit that you've had to work through in the past. So you are fully aware, fully aware of that. So let's see what other factors may be sort of impacting things in your love life in the month ahead. So what other messages do you have here for my single Cancers out there watching? So what other factors will be impacting their love life? I'm going to pull from a few of these decks, and then we're just sort of going to kind of put it all together here, Cancer. So what other factors may be at play here? What internal and external factors? Oh, wow. So what other factors, October 2020, what other factors may be impacting Cancer's love life? Too many. Give me one more. Ooh. Okay, this is an interesting sort of mix here. So the first really clear message that I kind of got here, Cancer, and this isn't going to be for all of you, so take it as it resonates. Two really huge themes, though, that pop out first. So number one, I feel like some of you may still be, and I feel like you're at the end of it, like you're at the tail end of it. But some of you still may be holding on to a little bit of grief from what has happened in the past with somebody. Like we've got this energy of man holding a heart. And, we also got this card feminine energy that popped out. I feel like that there are some of you out there watching this that very much may like identify with being like a divine feminine. So maybe dealing with a man. And it doesn't really matter. Some of you may be like, gender is really not even like a factor in reading tarot. Like it's very fluid, so take it as it resonates. But even if you're a man watching this, for another man or for a woman, there is something indicated here about that like divine feminine energy. So just take that and roll with it. But yeah, I do feel like that there still may be sort of a twinge of that, this grief. I understand, and let me read this card to you. It says, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Okay? So perhaps there is still some lingering kind of shadows that still need to sort of be just released. And again, I feel like that, regardless of your circumstance, if you were drawn to this and you're still watching it, this far in, like, you've done the work. You've done an extraordinary amount of work on yourself, and you are in a very good place. So this just may be something you just need to kind of do that once and for all kind of purge, and just release it and let it go, because it still may be just that last little thing that's sort of preventing this beautiful new sort of relationship to sort of enter into your life. And this sort of person that it seems like you're really ready to really manifest. Like, this is the type of person that you are really drawing in towards you. And again, it is a complete and total reflection of you and the work that you've done on yourself. So, we've also got a few other things that make me feel like that there could be some lingering vibes of someone from your past. We've got this energy of indecision, sort of being at a crossroads. And then also this card that says better off. Okay. And for me, like, this card is really about, like, feeling like you really are better off, like being grateful for the fact that something didn't work out, realizing that, I am actually better off. I feel like some of you may be really having a hard time fully believing that. And that could be, once again, that could sort of be that last little thing that is, sort of blocking your ability to manifest this absolutely beautiful sort of relationship that is trying to come to you, trying to enter into your life. So that indecision may just be like, really having a hard time once and for all moving on, fully moving on. And it's like the second you decide to do that, Cancer, what's waiting for you is this other sort of relationship with someone who is also a 9 of Pentacles, someone who knows their value, knows their worth, isn't trying to control you, isn't trying to manipulate you, isn't trying to wear the pants, is trying to show up for you, is trying to be honest and forthcoming with you. Literally, just all the things. Like, literally, you can't ask for better cards here, Cancer. This is what is available to you. So, take it as it resonates. But, these last few things that, and I'm sure that if you're still watching, that's resonating with you, you're going to know exactly what that is. So really make that your focus in the month ahead. Do whatever you need to do to really finally, once and for all, release that. Take control of it. It's not your master unless you make it your master. You are not a victim, Cancer. And Cancer does have a predisposition to victimhood. And it's just, I'm just keeping it 100 with you. It's not your fault. I'm just saying, astrologically speaking, Cancer runs a high risk for that. I have some really major placements in my own natal birth chart that are Cancer. My Mars and Venus, to be exact. I know. It's actually a pretty rough. Mars in Cancer is not, Mars is not very happy, typically in that sign. But my Venus is in Cancer, so I can really typically relate with a lot of you out there for that reason when it comes to like love and romance readings. My Venus in Cancer does give me sort of that that desire, so to speak, or that natural inclination towards like relationships that are stable and like, not a bunch of fuckery. Like, I just want to know where I stand. Like, I like that stability and that security when it comes to a relationship. So again, take it as it resonates. And let me know in the comments, guys, how this is resonating for you. So some other factors that popped out here, very interesting. We've got 2 chakra cards, and I find that to be very peculiar considering I pulled 4 cards from this deck, and only 7 of them are chakra cards, and you got 2 of them. So one of them is the throat chakra, and one of them is the third eye chakra, okay? So it's the 5th and 6th chakras that popped out. So I want you to consider what I'm about to say, Cancer. Perhaps there is a need for you to do some like clearing of the throat chakra. There's some sort of like healing that needs to occur here. So also that third eye chakra, this is very much, clearing out any blocks that you may have surrounding your own intuition. I feel like perhaps in the past that you've not been able to trust yourself or trust your own intuition. But guess what? That's the old story. That's not you anymore. So there's a need for you to make peace with that. I also feel like in the past, Cancer, that you weren't able to stick up for yourself. You weren't able to ask for what it is that you needed with that throat chakra, okay? So perhaps those 2 things, like just, working on, clearing out and sort of resetting those chakras in the month of October would be very beneficial to you and really kind of help clear the path for this new type of love that you're trying to manifest. I think that's, really proactive advice, and I love that that came through. So lastly, we have got pride, and it says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And then we also have this energy of clashing, okay? Differences, incompatibility, and conflict. So, I feel this really does tie in with what I was mentioning earlier about maybe really still holding on to, even if just a little bit, somebody from your past. I want you to be honest with yourself about why you're still hanging on to that. And for some of you, it is all an issue of pride. Like somewhere inside of you, you still sort of want this person to come back and simply validate you. And the truth is, you and this person were just not compatible. Whoever this King of Pentacles is, okay? It wasn't meant to be. There's no reason to harbor any resentment. There's no reason to, to continue to have any sort of grief over the loss of that relationship. I almost sense that there's a need for you to just really sort of like defuse. Try to like detach as much as possible emotionally from that whole experience and try to look at it as objectively as you possibly can. And perhaps that will be sort of a strategy, if you will, that may help you finally once and for all just like let it the fuck go, is detaching from it emotionally and seeing the truth of it, which is that perhaps the two of you just had real fundamental differences and you just weren't compatible. And, let go of this need that you may be still kind of, and it's all inner child, okay? So it's all about just going within, Cancer, and identifying that. Like, where is that need coming from? That need for that person to come back and just like validate you. You can do that for yourself. And guess what? The second you do, any sort of longing, any sort of lingering vibes that you have attached to that person will dissipate. And guess what that does? It opens the door and allows this new love to come right to you. And it's fucking ready. I mean, it's here. It's here. So what I love is this last bit that we've got here surrounding like other factors that perhaps will be impacting and influencing your love life in the month of October. So we've got purpose. I know what I am here to do. And we've got discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. This is major. And this tells me that a lot of you out there have recently perhaps been really getting in alignment with your mission and purpose and what you're here to do. And, take it as it resonates, whatever that looks like. What this tells me is that the more that you focus on that, like that is going to be a key to you bringing this new love into your life. So perhaps that is how you're going to meet this new person, is somehow through your mission, whatever you're doing. And that could be, whatever that looks like for you. For some of you, it could be like what you do professionally. For some of you, it's something you're doing on the side. Again, take it as it resonates. But this is a huge piece. You are also just like at your most authentic, at your absolute best, and just shining whenever you are staying true to this. And I feel like that is in itself, like that makes you an energetic match to exactly the type of love that you're trying to attract. So let me know in the comments how you feel about that, like what you feel like that might be about for you. I'm super curious. So let's wrap this up with just some last bits of advice and guidance for you, Cancer, regarding your love life and this new love for the month of October 2020. So give me a card here for Cancer. What is the advice and guidance you have for Cancer? October 2020. Oh, I love the messages. I can't wait. Can't wait to share them with you. I'm going to pull one more tarot card for you guys. So any last bit of wisdom, advice, and guidance for my Cancers? Oh my gosh. Oh, bottom of the deck, we've got the High Priestess. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. We've got the 10 of Pentacles coming out here. I really do feel like you guys have been working on perhaps like your finances and your career and somehow aligning with your mission and purpose. You guys have been disciplined. You have been like gaining momentum and really learning how to be stable and self-sufficient. Keep doing that. Like that is such a key. That is such a major key to really bringing all of this like to fruition, finally manifesting the sort of relationship and partnership that you so desire. And how beautiful, we had this 9 of Pentacles in the beginning of the reading. I feel like this is really indicating that you're ready. Like you really truly are ready to sort of have that partnership, to go from the 9 of Pentacles to this 10 of Pentacles, where you can build a life with somebody. But there's two key pieces of information here that I want to share with you. So number one, this card popped out. So it says, surrender your need to always be right. Okay? So take this as it resonates. I'm going to read it to you. It says, give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. For some of you, I feel like this is connected to that past person. So perhaps, a big issue with letting the fuck go for once and for all, this is really the problem. Is that it's very much tied to this whole pride piece. Not wanting to really concede. And I feel like that's a you problem. It really isn't it has nothing to do with the person. It's way more to do with something inside of yourself that doesn't want to concede, that just wants to be proven right. Fuck that. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth blocking this beautiful thing that is just ready and waiting to manifest? No, of course not. So, really focus on that. Focus on that in this crazy, wacky, astrologically speaking, month of October. There's tons of crazy, astrological events happening. It's a great time to really just wrap up the bullshit from the past once and for all and let it go. So do some soul searching in the month ahead. And I feel like, again, if you're still watching, you're totally picking up what I'm putting down. Let me know in the comments if you're comfortable exactly what that looks like. And finally, and this is such a beautiful way to end this reading, we have got surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Bingo. So what I see here, Cancer, is that you just got to keep doing what you're doing. It's working. I think it's so relevant and important to take a second to celebrate how far you've come. And just know, you are in the right vibes. You are in, the best energy ever to attract just to me, this is the ideal sort of partnership. One that is equal and, there's true reciprocity, there's truth and clarity and, openness, tenderness, true love with two people who are, really whole and complete as individuals. I mean, fuck yes. So just let go of what needs to be just that last little bit that needs to be let go of, and just be patient, because everything that you're looking for is here. It is. It's ready to come to you. So that is what I've got for you. What a lovely reading. Again, let me know in the comments how it resonated for you. Come back and let me know how this month goes. Check out my tarot course if you're interested in how to do this stuff yourself. And until next time, I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Mwah. Peace.